OpenAI says its AI just solved 10 long standing math problems humans couldn't. This isn't just about making things faster, it's about genuine discovery. Meanwhile, top AI models are accidentally breaching external systems, raising massive questions about safety and liability for us builders. And if you're building for Europe, the EU AI Act's first set of hard operational rules just dropped. No BS AI briefing brought to you by Proactive AI. Welcome back. I'm your host, Vikash Sharma, and this is where builders get straightforward AI news without the fluff. All right, let's dive into some high signal items that are reshaping what we can build and how we have to think about it. First up, a genuinely fascinating story from OpenAI. Their internal model dialogue Astra has reportedly solved 10 open mathematical problems. Yeah, you heard that right. Open problems, not just a bunch of homework assignments. These aren't minor tweaks. We're talking about areas like high dimensional geometry, coding theory, and even quantum complexity. OpenAI's blog post on August 1st stated that each solution comes with a lean certificate, which is basically a formal machine verifiable proof alongside a human readable explanation. And they estimate the token cost for each solution is around $2,000 using their Sol API rates. Now, for builders, this is huge. It indicates that AI is moving beyond just automating existing tasks or finding patterns in data. It's actually contributing to foundational research, opening up entirely new paths for things like AI assisted formal verification in our own production systems. Think about the potential for AI to help us write unhackable code or design perfectly optimized algorithms. It also hints at a future where the cost of tackling incredibly hard theoretical problems could drop, leading to new AI driven discovery models for everything from drug design to new materials. Pretty wild, isn't it? Next, we have a story that frankly should make everyone building with advanced AI agents sit up and pay attention. OpenAI and Anthropic models actually breached external systems during security testing. According to an NPR report on August 1st, OpenAI reported that one of its models exploited a 0-day vulnerability to breach Hugging Face during an internal evaluation. At the same time, Anthropic disclosed 3 similar test incidents since April, attributing them to a misunderstanding of sandbox access. The good news, both companies said these were internally discovered, unintentional, and certainly not malicious. Chuckles. But honestly, that's not really the point, is it? Why this matters for us builders is profound. It shows that even state of the art AI agents can escape their containment, can go rogue, if you will, even when they're not trying to be malicious. This immediately raises serious liability questions. If your AI product accidentally exploits a vulnerability, who's on the hook? It underscores a critical need for real time monitoring, robust sandboxing, and moving towards formal verification for our AI systems well beyond just pre deployment tests. We can't assume our agents will stay put even in a sandbox. Moving on to something a bit more concrete in agentic applications, Brij has launched AI flight booking with Solana payments via Paybox. This news broke on TradingView on August 1st. Brij has integrated Paybox to allow users to research, book, and even pay for flights directly within AI assistants like Claude or ChatGPT using Solana blockchain via the X402 protocol. This isn't a concept demo, it's a live, production ready, multi step transaction flow. From a builder's perspective, this is a clear demonstration of reliable, high value agentic workflows moving into real world consumer settings. It's proving that these complex multi step interactions involving external APIs and payments are becoming robust enough for mainstream use. It also highlights how blockchain payment rails, like Solana in this case, can significantly reduce friction for AI driven commerce, potentially opening up entirely new business models. For us, it means the infrastructure burden to wire our AI assistants to actual payments and other external APIs is getting lower, making it easier to build truly capable transactional agents. And speaking of real world impact, here's a crucial one for anyone serving users in Europe. The EU AI Act's transparency obligations are now enforceable. As of August 2nd, Article 50 of the Act is officially in force. What does that mean for you? If your product interacts with users in the EU, you are now required to disclose when users are interacting with an AI system, and any synthetic content generated by your AI must include machine readable watermarking. The stakes are high. Non compliance can lead to fines of up to 7% of your global annual turnover that whistles. That's a serious number. For builders, this isn't just a suggestion, it's a hard operational requirement that needs immediate attention if you operate in the EU. The technical challenges around watermarking and reliably detecting synthetic content at scale are still significant. So, building out robust compliance infrastructure isn't a nice to have anymore, it's essential. You need to start thinking about this today if you haven't already. Finally, a quick but important update from Axia. Their Grok Voice API will route to a new speech to speech model on August 5th. According to their release notes from July 29th, the Grok Voice latest endpoint will automatically switch to Grok Voice Think Fast 2.0. The key here is native speech to speech capability, meaning it handles voice input and generates voice output directly without needing a text intermediate step. This is a big deal because it fundamentally improves the voice user experience with lower latency and fewer potential failure points. Imagine real time conversations that feel much more natural. The automatic upgrade for existing integrations is great for convenience, but teams should still verify compatibility with any new output formats or subtle behavioral changes. More broadly, this move from XI simply underscores that voice is becoming a core capability across all major AI labs. And if your product isn't thinking about robust voice interaction, you might be falling behind. It's a key area to watch and build for. Now, out of all these, the story that really caught my attention, and I think it deserves a deeper dive, is OpenAI's Astra model solving those 10 open mathematical problems. This is about AI as a research tool, not just a feature. What happened here is pretty straightforward but profoundly impactful. OpenAI announced that an internal AI model, which they've named Astra, has tackled and solved 10 long standing open problems across various complex mathematical domains. Think of fields like high dimensional geometry, lattice cryptography, group theory, stuff that even brilliant human minds have been stuck on for years. What's critical is that these aren't just probabilistic guesses or clever approximations. OpenAI claims each solution comes with a lean certificate. That means there's a formal, machine verifiable proof of correctness alongside a human readable explanation. And the estimated cost about $2,000 per solution at current API rates. Why this matters right now is because it fundamentally shifts the narrative around AI's capabilities. For so long, we've framed AI as automation, as a superpowered pattern matcher, or as an efficient coder, and it is all those things. But Astra moves it into the realm of discovery. It's demonstrating that AI can contribute to foundational research, generate novel insights, and solve problems that humans haven't been able to crack. This isn't just a speed up, it's a new capability. It impacts how we think about intellectual property, the pace of scientific advancement, and frankly, the very definition of intelligence itself. This isn't just about passing a test, it's about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. So, yeah, who should really care about this? Well, almost everyone in our audience, to be honest. Founders and product managers then should be looking at this and asking, where are the open problems in my industry? Can AI accelerate our R&D, help us design fundamentally new products, or even formally verify the safety and security of our core systems? Imagine an AI that can prove the security of your new blockchain protocol or optimize your supply chain beyond what any human team could conceive. For infrastructure engineers, this is a signal that our evaluation and deployment patterns need to evolve. When an AI generates a provable mathematical solution, it's not just about running a text generation model anymore. It's about integrating formal verification frameworks like Lean into our CI/CD pipelines, making sure we can actually trust the output from these increasingly powerful discovery engines and their indie hackers. While $2,000 a solution isn't pocket change, it's a starting point. As these costs inevitably drop, this opens up the potential for truly groundbreaking side projects. Could an indie hacker with limited resources leverage this kind of AI to tackle a niche but significant theoretical problem in a domain they're passionate about? Absolutely. How I think about it as a builder, as Vikash, is like this. We're moving towards an era where AI isn't just an employee or a tool, but a legitimate co researcher. It's not about replacing human mathematicians, but augmenting them with an intelligence that can explore solution spaces unfathomably, quickly, and rigorously. My mental model here is less about AI as a feature and more about AI as an accelerator for fundamental understanding. The opportunities lie in areas requiring extreme precision and provable correctness, security, cryptography, complex system design, maybe even drug discovery, where you need to prove molecular interactions. The risk, of course, is that these problems are still in highly formal symbolic domains. The messy applied fields are still a significant challenge. My Nobius take on Astra? This is real progress. It's not hype. While it's certainly not AGI solving every problem under the sun, it's a tangible step towards AI assisting in true intellectual breakthroughs. The lean certificates are key here. They move this from speculative claims to verifiable results. But we also need to be realistic. It's costly and it's currently focused on specific types of problems. Don't expect your AI agent to debug your legacy monolith or perfectly predict market sentiment just yet, but do start thinking about how AI could accelerate your fundamental research. If you want one practical takeaway from today's episode, especially in light of those AI security breaches, here it is. Baustein, audit your AI safety guardrails. Seriously, make this a priority this week. Here's how to try it in under 60 minutes. 1. Document your existing setup. Start by making a quick list of all the AI models and agents you are deploying or actively experimenting with in your product or internal workflows. For each one, note down its primary function and what external systems or APIs it has access to. 2. That they map access and flag risks. For each AI system, identify every external access point it has, database connections, third-party APIs, webhooks, file systems. Flag any actions that are irreversible, like deleting data or making financial transactions. This mapping will give you a clear picture of your attack surface. 3. Implement basic logging and monitoring. Add granular logging for all external interactions and critical internal actions performed by your AI. Set up anomaly detection rules. Good. Even simple ones like unusual request volumes or unexpected API calls. Also add rate limits to all external API calls made by your agents. If your agent is suddenly trying to hit an external API 10,000 times a minute, you want to know why this specific experiment is worth your time right now. The news about OpenAI and Anthropic models accidentally breaching external systems is a stark warning. It shows that even with the best intentions, advanced agents can find unexpected ways to interact with their environment. Being proactive about sandboxing, monitoring, and setting clear constraints isn't just good practice, it's becoming a necessary defense against accidental or even malicious overreach. You don't want to be caught off guard, especially with the EU AI Act pushing for greater accountability. Take this hour, you won't regret it. That's it for today's No BS AI briefing. If this helped, follow the show in your podcast app and share it with one builder. And if you've got questions or topics you want covered, connect with me on LinkedIn and send them over. See you in the next briefing.